Mwahaha! We just dropped some new merch for the summer. We got 2 tie-dye t-shirts with embroidered art, as well as a sticker of both designs. You can get them right now on pstfanmail.com for $25. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pondering Spooky Tapes.
In the deepest and darkest of woods, where not even the light of the moon can penetrate, 2 vile creatures indulge in dark delights and have conquered their comrades into capitulation. Now they wander these lands watching scary cinema, and there's a good chance you're next. Mandalore and David invite you to ponder some spooky tapes.
Let me tell you something. Nobody knows how to intro more than my friend Brendan. He truly knows how to intro and then talk about
Welcome to Pondering Spooky Tapes. No, just keep all that bit in, David.
Yeah, I guess I'm introing. Fuck you, it's too late. You
Most passive hype man I've heard for an intro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Welcome everybody to Pondering Spooky Tapes.
Whoa!
Today we're talking about
M3GAN,
a TikToker killer robot slasher comedy.
Did you say a TikToker?
Did you just what's wrong with you?
It's a TikToker killer robot slasher.
TikToker's not
comedy.
the genre. What are you talking
TikToker
about?
is the genre.
Well, it's
man,
a
you don't know
movie
this, but here's a little secret. This entire time we were watching M3GAN, I had sewer surfers on the left of my screen. Sorry.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I had like pimple popping on my second screen.
Shut up.
You.
I'm sorry, guys. Directed by Gerard Johnstone of Nothing fame.
Oh, I love Nothing. That's a great movie.
Written by Akela Cooper and James Wan. Both wrote fucking Malignant. Very obvious.
Yes.
Very apparent.
David, I just realized, 1 second. M3GAN, 2 Lignant, James Wan, numbers.
Oh my god, James Wan?
James Wan. The numbers.
We were
Jesus.
looking for that in the commentary track. Fuck, I said One Sidious like a dumbass.
The final battle in the Wanverse is going to be James Wan Giant, M3GAN Giant, and then Insidious Demon Giant, and then Gabriel but Giant, and then it's a Godzilla battle.
Oh, dude, that would be sick. I would fucking first day, like on release
The
day.
Bound by Flame of Thought Trains.
Oh, you're just saying that because you're mad at me for making you remember Bound by Flame. You're just mad.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep making you remember Bound by Flame because you made me remember Bound by Flame.
Okay, Technomancer.
Shut up.
Technomancer, fuck you. Either way, Akela Cooper also wrote another movie that I really, really like, Hellfest. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. Great slasher flick. Starring Allison Williams. She was the racist in Get Out, and she was also the main protagonist in The Perfectionist. Violet McGraw, who is the little girl in this movie. She's also in Doctor Sleep as a victim of death. And also she was young Nell, I think her name was, in Hill House, Haunting of Hill House.
Oh, yeah.
M3GAN was, her body actor is Amy Donald, who
International
honestly,
winner.
International winner of fucking dance. Just fucking incredible during the entire movie. And she's voiced by Jenna Davis. I watched the rated cut, which was like PG-13, and I know Mandy did as well. For the 2 others, Brendan and Julian, what did you think of this movie?
It sucked.
But like, cool.
I'm not falling for it. Like, I'm sorry, Brendan. I'm not falling for it.
I was more like M3GAN. Like MEHGAN.
Really?
I thought it was fine. I wasn't absorbed like I was Malignant, and I don't know, something about the living doll genre as a whole. I've never been like really captured by Chucky. I've never been captured by any living doll bits. It just I just don't get it, I guess. It's I get it, but I'm not like, it doesn't bring any primal fear, and I really just looked away during the shocking gore moments.
Like, dolls don't really creep me out. So, I mean, like, I was never scared at any point during this movie. It never unsettled me. I just thought it was fun.
Yeah, no.
And that's really where it started and ended for me. Is that it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I like how it thought about things. And it's about where it starts and ends.
Literally
Alright.
not one Freddy Fazbear style jump scare where Megan jumps at the screen and the screen goes dark and it plays circus music. So really gonna have to give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, the closest we got was a dog jump scare, and then the dog dies anyway.
there is there no Megan jump scare?
No.
There's not a
No.
single jump scare yet, which, I mean, hey, to be honest, that's better than an actual jump scare.
She could have screamed and like her face opens up and you see the robot parts under it.
Oh, just like the Atomic Heart robots.
I was thinking of a FNAF robot. There's one that does that.
No, it's Springtrap.
No,
The one that
Springtrap's
does
a big rabbit. It doesn't open. This is more of the Garden of Ban of doll movies. I take that back.
Shut the fuck up.
You need to
fuck
take that
up.
back. That is
I do-
vile.
I do
You're
take that
so
back.
mean. That is so mean.
I was just being mean because I played Garden of Ban 2 days ago and I'm still pissed off about it.
Why did you play
Why?
it? Why did you play completely like heavily subdivided model imported directly from Blender?
Dimitri was there, right?
No,
game
no,
into
he
video
wasn't
game.
because
What the fuck?
I had tested like I've been testing another game. There's this thing in a poster that looked like Ban. It turned out it wasn't Ban. It turned out it was Jumbo Josh or something. And I went, huh?
Well,
I wonder what it's like at the end of this like Five Nights at Freddy's Human Centipede. Because I was like, what's a month ago? I'm like, what's Garden of Ban? It's like, oh, it's a Poppy Playtime ripoff. I didn't know what Poppy
Yeah.
Playtime was. I'm like,
Oh,
this is
dude.
a.
Oh no!
I found out what that was. I'm like, oh, it's free. Okay. Garden of Ban is a 7-minute game, and I've never wanted to refund something so strongly that I played for free. I wish I could buy it on
it was-
like a key reseller site.
I'm really,
I just
I need to know what the fuck were you talking about? By you saw it on a poster?
Oh no, like I was like testing a different game and like there was a poster in it and there was this thing I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like what I thought was Ban. It's a stupid green thing. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, oh, that looks like that one like Ban thing.
Okay, I got confused. So I was
Because this gets more
confused with what you
deranged.
said.
Because I thought I was like, Brendan knows. Callisto Protocol had like the PUBG connection, and for like a psychotic moment, I was like,
You thought there
does
was a
this have a
Ban
Ban?
connection?
Yes, I thought it had a Ban
Does this have
connection.
A Ban connection.
Oh,
I didn't know shit about Garden of
Oh
Ban. I'm
my
like, is this
God.
a huge thing? Like, is
looking
this
for the fucking
possible?
notes? Tell me about Ban. Tell me
One
about
of the
Ban.
most fucked up things I've ever heard is the Ban connection.
Oh shit, we're finally playing the Ban Protocol. This is insane.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, let me see what
God.
Ban's about. Oh, cool, it's free. And then I deeply regretted every second playing that game.
So anyway, grief-stricken child attacks the town.
Yeah, grief.
Was it? I sure. I guess this episode is going to be a grief-stricken child attacking the town.
I'm curious for the section where they had the commercial for like the Furbies, the perpetual
Yeah.
pets. Was that? Do you know if that was like done by an outsourced little group like the? So I feel like it could have been the like people who
You
did the
know,
Cheddar Goblin and Mandy, or like the.
I don't know.
like Too Many Cooks.
What it reminded me of, it was because this is a Blumhouse movie, and Blumhouse made another they had like a Hulu show called Into the Dark, I think.
Are you talking about Puka?
It's fucked up that you know exactly what I was going to say.
It's
It is so fucked up that you know that I was going to say Puka.
because I have Puka's a big part. Puka's a daily part of my life.
I'm
So
What?
I mean, amen, bro. But like,
no,
no,
if you-
absolutely fucking not, amen. What?
if you don't know Puka, it's like this big fucking Furby thing that's like, but it's more like a mascot, but it looks like a big Furby.
Yeah, there's this so there's an anthology series that Blumhouse made that was from their series called Into the Dark, and Puka is like the most famous out of all those, and it's like
Still not great.
It's like
It's not good.
It is not at all. But Puka is a rabbit. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's Puka. It's a weird critter.
It's like a weird critter, and the movie, the short film happens during like Christmas time, and the dude is like losing his fucking shit about.
Yeah, he
Puka.
dresses up as Puka for his
Yeah.
job, and then he thinks like Puka's stalking him. It's
he's
nothing
like,
remarkable.
Puka's gonna kill me. It's a Blumhouse like short film. It's not great.
The reason Puka is a daily part of my life now is because there was a sequel, which I had some friends over. We were getting really fucking drunk.
What?
Yeah, there's a sequel. It's called Puka.
Puka Lives. I was looking it up. It's a full movie.
Yeah, Puka Lives. It's a whole movie.
Shut the fuck up. What? I cannot believe they made an actual movie out of Puka.
Yeah, but there's it's really interesting. Well, not the movie, but the interesting part is Felicia Day showed up, and her character's like really like. She's like perfect and knows exactly what's going to happen. And she's like, it's like a self-insert character. I'm like, this is really weird. Like, why is she like this? And then at the end, it said executive produced by Felicia Day. And I went, oh, that's the most interesting part of the movie.
That is really interesting. What the fuck? Also, I'm looking at Puka Lives. Why did they yassify Puka?
Because they definitely did.
Shit movie.
Puka looks like a Fortnite skin in that. I'm looking at it, and it looks like a Fortnite skin.
That is not hashtag not my Puka. I remember Puka being a fat, weird creature Furby thing.
It's a one slur Furby now.
It's so weird. It's like a fursuit you'd see at a fucking furry convention.
Can't wait to get off the Blumhouse battle bus.
The only reason it's relevant is because my girlfriend saw the opening credits and she passed out instantly, and as soon as the ending credits rolled, she woke up and she said, I just had a Puka nap. And the term Puka and the term Puka nap will not fucking leave my vocabulary.
Oh my god. I would say that. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll censor that.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can censor it. Just make it Puka wouldn't say that.
What are we talking about?
M3GAN. Well, like,
M3GAN.
so, like, I don't know.
We're talking about the perpetual pets because they look like Furbies and Puka.
Was it perpetual pets?
Perpetual pets.
Perpetual.
Because the beginning says like, oh, my dog died and it made me sad. And it's like, these things will never fucking die.
Every time I think about that, I think about the fucking, what's the Arnie movie? Where the dog dies and they're like, we can make the dog live again.
Demolition.
I say Reanimator, but that was a cat.
No. Third Day.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's the one where Arnie has a clone Arnie, and they're like, I gotta go to the.
I have to go get Turbo Man. No, I have to get Turbo Man.
6th Day. Was it 6th Day?
Yeah, 6th Day.
The 6th day. It's the 6th day. He's like, my child's dog died. I need to go to the store to get the same dog again, or whatever.
He flies the weird helicopter.
Yeah, and then he wears the funny glasses.
I lost the. Why are we talking about Arnold Source? Why are we talking about Arnie in that movie?
What the fuck is where am I?
He's thinking for
because the dog died. Because the dog died. Okay,
because the dog died. This is
all right.
We're okay.
So the very beginning of the movie, like I want to talk about why I understand why they gave the perpetual pets real human teeth, but what I want to think about with the perpetual pets is like...
Wait, I'm sorry. You get why?
I totally get why, because it's like, imagine what would you do if you... somebody was like looking at a fucking design document for this movie and it's like, okay, like Furby, dude, what if I just rip the beak off the Furby? What if it had like teeth under? That'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's literally what they were, is they looked like debeaked Furbies. But like,
no, it's great. It's great.
I was just imagining being the goddamn parent that would have to go and refill the poop cartridge in the goddamn perpetual pet weekly. How awful that would be. You gotta, Mom, my perpetual pet, he's not making a stinky because they poop real. And also, they didn't make M3GAN poop. Why is it that the perpetual pets poop, but M3GAN doesn't poop?
Yeah, why can't M3GAN just drop a fat fucking log?
Well, with the dolls, they shove Play-Doh in their mouth or something.
Yeah,
and that turns into poop inside of it.
You don't ever like refill the poop cartridge. What you do is whatever you feed them is like abstract enough that it also ends up looking like the poop, and so you continually just feed them like plastic beads out their mouth, and they shit them out.
I remember my sisters had like those pissing babies and shitting babies.
Yeah, they made all these.
And, it's such a weird.
They'd be like oopsie dolls and shit.
Yeah.
There's a new line of them now. I think they're literally just called Poopsies.
Oh well, Poopsie is different. Poopsie is it's a unicorn doll, and I know about this because they were sold at Best Buy, and also I have a little sister.
Oh, cool.
Poopsie the unicorn is a doll that squirts out. It's like a unicorn doll where they dress it up. It looks like a sexy baby unicorn, and then it poops out of its back like green slime.
Oh God, this looks awful.
Yeah, look up Poopsie unicorn. They're horrible.
Oh Jesus.
I remember what they were like Baby Alive, I think they were called. They were called
Baby Alive. That was the
Baby
big one.
Alive.
Yeah,
Baby so
Alive.
real.
It's so real. It shits in my hand. Like, yeah, no, those would piss and shit. Dude, what the fuck?
Poopsie unicorn is like something I would want to destroy, like violently.
Let me see what Poopsie unicorn
You
looks
have
like.
to look up the Poopsie. I'll post one in general.
Poopsie unicorns give me feelings I didn't know I had buried in me.
Fucking
None of them good.
Yeah, it's
All
like,
of them nightmares.
I don't like.
These are creepy.
Yeah, I really don't like how large their like lower.
They have like distended
their
bellies,
stomach
like
is.
full of poop.
Yeah,
why does it have a fucking like belly button? Oh, it's so that you can open the
I
belly.
really don't like how fat their cheeks are. It's like I can just imagine them getting smeared when they eat
look
shit.
at
You know,
it's
just
so weird.
It's just, everything about this design
It's
is
all
makes me-
nasty.
it really brings something out in me that I'm not proud of.
Years ago, my little sister wanted one of these, but she decided that instead of a Poopsie, she wanted 2 gallons of glue so she could make her own slime. You don't understand that we missed out
my
on
God.
the entire. Like, you don't understand that Generation Alpha is literally all gassed up on fucking glue and slime. They made so many kids out there
I
made so
envy
much
that.
slime.
Oh, you think they're gassed up on glue? I got news for them.
Talking about
I'm
eating
fucking-
Elmer's glue and chomping the
Hell
belly.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. I wish I could be among my people. You know, just like we need more slime core out there.
I think
AVP's rated T for slime. I mean PG-13.
Nickelodeon Megan should be at the Teen Choice Awards, and then she should kill every receiver.
You guys seen that video wherever Katy Perry gets shot with the slime so hard that it fucking destroys her microphone and she falls over at the Kids' Choice Awards?
I've never seen that. No.
It is one of the funniest videos I've seen in months. I'm surprised she wasn't blinded by that fucking shit.
Megan going to the Kids' Choice Awards is so fucking realistic to me. In my head, I can imagine it. Because the thing is, we talked about this in the commentary, but this was originally going to be fully R-rated. Like the cut we saw is an unrated R-rated cut. Then they put out the scene of Megan dancing on TikTok. And it got so popular that Blumhouse basically were like, oh, dude, we should make this PG-13. Which, I mean, smart
move.
Super smart. They made their money. And also, this movie still works.
It wasn't much different.
It wasn't, yeah.
It was just like there's some extra fucks, and like any violent scene went on like a little bit longer or more in detail.
Yeah.
Like the big change is probably just the dude getting murdered in the elevator where the blood flies all over and gushes out of his neck.
I feel like the most
Detail on the ear tearing.
was the big one I remember.
That went on that was definitely in the original, but this went on way longer.
When he got run over, there's the big smear of blood on the ground.
It's a good kill. I really like it. It looks so. I've never seen a kill where they just keep stretching the ear so far that it looks like Nickelodeon slime. Oh my god!
It's goofy.
Generation X would love
Hey,
this.
before I turned away, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like a bit from Nightmare on Elm Street where he like pulls at somebody.
I was about to say
it looked
that.
like a Nightmare on Elm Street bit.
It's like a
It's a Freddy Krueger bit.
Yeah, because it's kind of surreal where it's like the human body should not be able to do this, but it's Freddy, so that's how he can do it.
Megan Freddy really do be like, can you lend an ear?
I love how in my head I'm like thinking about fucking Freddy, and I'm like, oh, instead of saying
Freddy.
like,
oh shit,
Freddy,
Freddy
of saying
Fazbear.
like
Freddy with a 3.
instead of saying like a Freddy Krueger kill, I say a Freddy Krueger bit because he's such a little kidder. What a little jokester that guy is.
He's a funny man.
Yeah.
You know, aside from all the child killing, pretty funny guy.
If we're okay with taking a very violent left turn into a tree, for me, and yes, I am pretentious, but for me, the thing that I find most interesting about this movie is what it's trying to say, you know, rather than its execution.
Oh no.
I'm surprised that it took anyone this long to really like touch on this because it's been around for a while, but I mean, well, the idea is not necessarily these exact flavors of like fear surrounding them, but like the concept of Silicon Valley going super hard into like creating companions that are supposed to feel like a replacement for like a real human connection is something that's been around for a while, and it's extremely apt that it's being billed as like, you know, a parenting assist, you know, because parents don't have time.
It'll save you time from
kids.
repeating things.
It's an even better like move to make it not an actual parent, but like
it's a friend for your kid.
Somebody that's distant
you're right,
from the
David.
child.
But even beyond that, there's a lot that is extremely intentional about how this movie chooses to set up its premise, because they perfectly craft the most vulnerable a kid can be, more or less. I mean, they create. I mean, like,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you can get more vulnerable than dead parents. Child,
right? I don't know, dude. Have you ever lost an iPod?
Saying. It's like, you know, emotionally vulnerable. To be clear, you know, they perfectly scientifically craft a narrative where a child is in the most vulnerable emotional state and the most likely to be manipulated by a machine that doesn't necessarily have her best interests in mind. The only thing that, you know, separates it from reality when you talk about it on a level of premise is that instead of the biggest pitfall, you know, besides the fact that she's forming a relationship with an inanimate object, the other, you know, the only thing where it really separates itself from reality in my eyes is that instead of the capitalist implications, as in, you know, a machine can manipulate your child as whatever the manufacturer wants them to do, the scary thing becomes, oh, the AI wants to self-preserve and it starts to kill people because it's a horror
Julian,
movie.
have you ever seen AI?
I've heard about it.
The
Haley Joel Osment movie.
Haley Joel Osment movie.
That's another very good one in that realm.
I have not.
You would probably like AI if you want to explore more of these themes in reverse. Or if you want to watch the Tim and Eric sketch Cinco Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Ex Machina for similar reasons.
AI is parents going, our child is very unwell and basically in a coma and probably not going to come out. So let's get a replacement child, a new prototype replacement child.
Oh,
I don't know if that movie. I don't remember that movie not being that great.
It's a Kubrick it's a Kubrick movie that got finished by Spielberg. Yeah, and a lot of they're like in weird role reversals, or like the happy ending people blamed on Spielberg, but it was like a Kubrick idea. Like Kubrick was getting near the end of his life, so he's making a bit more of it's still a dark movie, but he had like lighter fantasy elements in it. It's very all over the place, but interesting.
I will add it to my several hundred long list of movies to watch.
That was one of the 5 DVDs that worked on the farm.
I do think that's a good point, though, that if it was like if it was like a hard, not hard, but just like if it was a sci-fi movie like Ex Machina, then yeah, it probably would be mom getting outright replaced, or at least being completely inconsequential and kind of frightening in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how much it wanted to dive into like real implications, I could see it being much more insidious in how it subtly plants ideas in the child's head, you know?
Yeah.
You could start with it being like, oh, she wants, like, you know, M3GAN makes her want to, like, buy specific products from them or whatever the fuck. But, like, you know, if you want to take it to the extreme, you can turn it into, like, making the child turn against her entirely, making her dependence, like, entirely on M3GAN, you know? There's a lot that you could explore with that. And I mean, again, other movies have done similar stuff, but it's just interesting that it's never been handled, you know, with children before, because like there's a real life version of that happening.
Yeah. It's also hard to do just with like child actors, because like they're all so good in this.
God,
so it's like it's hard to find it for that kind of story.
The performances are unbelievable,
incredible. Like everybody's so perfect in their role. Especially the child actor that plays M3GAN. Oh,
so good. I was super creeped out. The second you told me that the M3GAN movement wasn't CG and she did all her own stunts, I was like, oh my God.
You know, Amy Donald, a little girl, she's like 12. She's in a troupe that won like international fucking acclaim for their like dance troupe.
She's an international winner.
Oh my God.
International winner.
I mean, she did those fucking like backflips and all that. She's insanely good.
Yeah. No, it's what blew me away the most was honestly the voice acting.
Oh, that's Jenna
because it's
Davis is the voice actor for M3GAN. Like that's the crazy part about a movie like this, right?
She fucking killed it.
To make this doll feel alive, it's not one actor. There are so many people and so many variables into like making this doll believable. It is insane.
It's kind of uncanny too, which I like.
I would argue that the doll doesn't feel alive, and that's the point.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but you know what I mean.
They bring the character to they bring the character to life, but the reason that this approach works is because it's so unorthodox, and it only works because the character is so unusual. Like, this approach could never have worked for a character where the entire point was not for them to feel uncanny and, you know, wrong somehow.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to sing you a lullaby. It's going to be fire away.
Titanium by
Let me sing a song about suicide prevention.
You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Good night, Katie. Good night, Megan.
Yeah, no, it's like in a regular production, you could not get a naturalistic, believable performance out of an animatronic puppet. Well, not even out of a you know, a puppet basically. On top of a child actor girl being voiced by an adult woman in post. But because of the fact that it's a machine, that kind of disconnect kind of makes sense. And it's somehow in the same way that this, I mentioned this in the commentary track, but in the same way that the CG eyes being the only CG thing about the character M3GAN would hurt any other kind of character, it's crazy how much it works for this because
she's supposed to look weird.
It's supposed to look weird.
Looks just like Alita Battle Angel.
You're like, oh, that's a toy?
No,
like, oh.
it does not.
This is totally an epic.
She kind of does.
M3GAN is literally an Alita Battle Angel Funko
No,
Pop.
fuck that shit. Fuck
Oh
that
my
shit.
God.
No,
M3GAN could fuck the shit out of Alita Battle Angel.
David, when I saw M3GAN, first thing I thought was Alita.
Whoa,
First
David,
thing
I don't want to
thought.
hear about any of your fucking M3GAN X Alita Battle Angel fucking fanfiction.
No, it's true. She would fuck her up.
Alita looks way scarier, honestly.
Alita does. It's the eyes.
I would be way
it's
more
the
afraid if I was walking down an alley and to the left was M3GAN and to the right was
that's my
Alita
whole
Battle
point.
Angel.
But look how Alitas are like, they're way worse.
Why
They're
did
way
they
worse.
give Alita like gigantic fucking eyes in the movie? What the
Because
fuck?
she has on the manga too, doesn't she? Because she's
She's
like,
giant fucking eyes, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
but why?
her robot vision.
No, not even. No. In the manga or whatever the fuck, she does not have gigantic eyes.
God,
look
she
at
looks
look
so
at her.
weird.
Look at her. She doesn't have gigantic. She has like normal ass fucking manga
Those are
eyes.
huge eyes. Well, yeah, but
They're
like they
manga
only had the
eyes.
budget to
Everybody
give
in the
one
manga
person
does.
manga eyes. They only had the budget to give one person manga eyes.
But what's the point then?
To fund the new Alita movies by making more Avatar movies.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I mean, actually, didn't they say
Big
like
robot eyes.
like recently? Didn't they say they would like put out more?
Yeah,
Of Alita?
of Alita, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that movie made money.
Jennifer Connelly is in
I remember
that.
seeing it, I went, it's all right.
That's not Alita's making money, but it's not making Ready Player
I
One
remember
money.
seeing it. I thought it was
Alita
fun.
was what's the word?
When are we gonna get Ready Player 2?
It was so nicely okay because I expected
Sonic EXE is in the
disaster.
Ready Player 2.
I'm looking at it. Ready Player 2 is real.
Oh,
It is.
no.
Of course it is. I was being sarcastic. Of course it's fucking real.
It's a real book. Sonic.exe is in it.
What?
Actually, I wasn't joking. Sonic.
I didn't know
there's
that.
literally a
The
full
no-
like. That's why I thought you agreed with me. Sonic.exe is literally in Ready Player 2 in the book.
The novel received widely negative reviews, saying it had excessive similarities to Sword Art Online. So
Yep.
it's going to have incest.
Oh my
Okay.
god, you're right. I
Let's
just saw
go.
there's a passage about Sonic EXE
Sonic
in that
EXE
movie.
is literally in it because Ernest Cline was like, "Fuck, I had too many
Oh.
80s references in Ready Player 1."
I almost fucking puked. The audiobook's by Will Wheaton, of course it is.
Oh,
fucking
God,
course
of
it
course.
Wheaton.
I
Fuck
just read it.
you.
Okay, I just read it. It says the line that mentions Sonic EXE is Anorak just went Sonic EXE on us. This is so bad.
Yeah, he literally,
God.
Ernest Klein was like, fuck, I made too many 80s references. I got to make references that the kids
Ernest
are going
Klein
to get.
needs to remember where he came from. There isn't enough pornography for people like me or whatever. What was it again?
What are you saying?
What are you
What's
talking
going on?
about?
Oh, the Ernest
You guys
Klein
don't
porn.
know about nerd porn auteur?
Nerd porn auteur.
No, what are you talking about?
Oh, I read a book. I read a
my
passage of that for
God.
Reykjavik.
Is this like the porn
No,
dude?
no. Nerd porn auteur. Okay.
It's a poem. It's a poem about how there isn't porn for guys like me. Let me read a passage from it. I'll read the first
wait, I
passage.
vaguely remember this.
Yeah, I did a reading for Reykjavik for one of his videos.
That's why.
I'm not
that's
even
why I know
kidding.
about it.
Genuinely one of my favorite things ever written. So fucking
It's
funny.
one of the most heinous things ever written.
so vile.
I've noticed that there don't seem to be any porno movies that are made for guys like me. All the porn I've come across was targeted at beer-swilling, sports bar-dwelling alpha males, men who like their women stupid and submissive, men who can
Oh my
only
God,
get
I
it
have
up
heard this.
for monosyllabic, cock-hungry nymphos with gargantuan breasts and a 3-word vocabulary.
This poem is meant to be feminine.
It's powerful. It's powerful. That's what
Dude,
it is.
it's meant to be. It is actually
it?
meant to be like, yes.
Is this like
That-
Yeah,
horse-
remember
it's
the
like
line,
horseshoe
you
theory
can have
shit.
the whole cheerleading squad. I want the girl in the tweed skirt and the horn-rimmed glasses.
I'm gonna shoot
Betty
myself in the
Finnebowski,
head.
the valedictorian. Oh, yes.
Oh, horn-rimmed glasses. Man.
First, I want to copy her trig homework, and then I want to make mad, passionate love to her for hours and hours until she
Reluctantly asks if we can stop.
If we can stop,
Jesus!
because she wants to.
She doesn't wanna miss
wants
Battlestar
miss
Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica, summa cum laude,
Bro.
baby. That is what I call erotic.
Pathetic.
God, Ernest Klein is one of the most embarrassing men.
The robot kills a dog.
Oh yeah, right.
Whoa, Mandy, that's awesome. I like the Tims.
I like the energy sword.
I didn't notice the energy sword.
I like the
energy
Tims.
being held by your stand.
Is Ernest Klein only popular because of Ready Player One?
Yeah, he wrote that, and people went, "This is the future." And then
There was literally a month of Loot Crate back in the day that came with a copy of Ready Player One.
Oh, it would.
Man.
That's such a Loot Crate.
That's how
bot.
big Ernest Klein
Oh
was.
my God,
It's Loot Crate the book.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Listen,
Crate's
I don't want to be
awesome.
mean. I don't want to be mean, but like you own it because of that.
I do have it somewhere, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
stopped
man.
getting Loot Crate when they
knew
started
it.
they gave me a shirt from Loot Crate that was really red and had like Optimus Prime mixed with Dragon Ball Z or something, and I was like, this looks like a children's shirt. I'm not wearing this shit. I'm canceling my sub.
Brendan. They're all children.
You should
They're all
totally see my
children
Joker Loki crossover shirt though. It's so fucking badass, dude. I wear it all the time when I go to Hooters and get the big wings and I get barbecue sauce all over it. Wife's mad at me because she has to watch my Loot Crate shirts.
Last time I went to Hooters, it was only like
Hooters.
Twinks,
So true.
Twinkers.
We should make
Wait,
Ernest
no.
Klein take a Voight Conf test. But now Julian's opened my inner eye, and it's like, man, I kind of do want the. I'm sure there'll be some A24 thing where it might be like more virtual. It'll be like a phone app or something.
Yeah.
It'll be like a weird little like personalized YouTuber on your phone that talks to you and is your friend.
It'll be her for children.
Yes, it'll be her for children.
Wow, don't agree with me on that.
No, because that's dead on.
I get
Didn't
it,
Snapchat
though.
just like add a thing where like you can talk to like a chat bot or something?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gonna
Oh,
be
did
some
they?
shit like that.
Oh my God, it's actually going to be her, but for children.
Yes.
And it's going to, Spike Jones is going to be fucking directing. Joaquin Phoenix is going to be fucking in there.
He'll
And
be
then-
he'll be the cool YouTuber. He'll have like a ninja
You know,
dyed hair.
Oh my God.
You know, they really do have a lot that they could do with this.
Talking about
You know,
the
like-
chatbot, did y'all know that somebody
He asked if he could smell her feet, and she said no.
No!
That
Wait,
didn't
the
happen.
suicide bot?
No, I just
Oh, I'm not adding anything else in the thing, but I'm adding the fucking suicide bot part. Wait, no. Wait, I'm still thinking about this.
I think that genuinely, Genuinely,
Yes.
for the sequel, for M3GAN, there is
no, it's
really...
M3GAN 2.0.
M3GAN.
No, we're skipping straight to 4.
No, M3GAN
I think there's
4GAN.
really a lot that you could do with a premise this wide open, you know?
Like have her fight
all you
Gabriel.
That's all I
exactly.
want.
Well, yeah, like I talked about this in the commentary track, and it was like they were setting up the sequel with two things: the M3GAN possessing and taking control of other technology, a la the little Alexa robot that the main character has in her house.
Yeah,
and then also
yeah.
the earlier bit where one of the guys in the company was selling secrets and sending information to another company that was making bootlegs. So, like, I was thinking for like a sequel for this, there's got to be an army of M3GAN
Yeah,
bootlegs.
there are so many ways they could like take this.
M3GANs.
But what I want them to do is the least obvious thing and just make a fucking Blumhouse battle royale.
I would love to see more of the ideas they put forth here explored in more detail. You know, again, like the idea of taking, I mean, again, you know, children are easily manipulated, especially whenever they think that something is their friend. And so, you know, this movie touches on that and it does a very good job, but there's more that it could explore and deeper it could go. And a sequel is a really great opportunity to just further explore that.
It's also
right.
a great opportunity to stop exploring it and go the other direction, a la M3GAN 1, you call M3GAN 2, M3Gremlins 2.
Oh my god!
Gremlins.
And then, oh my god, what if it was meta? And then it looked at the screen and it went, "Are you scrolling on TikTok right now?
Are you on
How can we fight the
TikTok right
Gremlins?
now?
Are
There's-
you on Subway Surfers?"
All I'm thinking about, just like there was a vegetable gremlin, vegetable M3GAN.
Well,
It's interesting in that this movie's come out at the time it has, with AI skyrocketing. Like, surely this entered pre-production before this was as big of a thing
It was
as it is.
before. It was before.
So, like,
it's a year ago.
now that it is a thing, like, there has never been a better time to write a story like that. They have so much to pull from.
They're in
so much to
pre-production
say
right now.
and this is a perfect time to say things like that. And so I don't know. I really hope that they lean harder into it, and that because they're clearly not afraid of touching on that kind of subject matter with this first one. There's at least 2 or 3 times where the characters all but turn to the fucking camera and say, "Here's the point we're trying to make. Anyway, I kill you now."
yeah, I
And
feel
so-
like that's the thing for a sequel. If it's the same actors, I feel like they can't really turn back the clock on that. Realistically, it's
Right.
going to be the M3GANs fight the Gremlins, but how can they fight all the Gremlins? Can we copy her brain into the perpetual pets, and then they could fight the Gremlins?
Oh, just
mean,
make it a Puppet Master movie.
I thought that a lot of it
Yeah.
would be just like, you know, a different family would be part of the plot, right? Because again,
Sure.
she's in the cloud now.
Well,
she
if
can do
you
whatever
do-
we can do whatever the fucking plot wants her to do.
If you do M3GAN again, and if you do a true sequel, like especially for like as somebody who's not super versed in horror movies but sees like the tropes and the trends of them, M3GAN 2 is going to be like them probably trying to move on from this horrible part of their life, and it's probably like a couple of years later and she's become like a real mom. There's still problems and whatever, and then M3GAN somehow comes back. Like, that's what I assume they're going to go through with, like, this sequel.
I really hope that they don't. I really hope that there's more to it than that, because that would just be so nothing.
M3GAN's
you know?
an app now. Friend from school. Have you talked to M3GAN on the
Oh,
app?
that's
don't.
exactly what it's going to be, is M3GAN is now, like, a chat bot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
okay.
be
I mean,
super
well, no,
lame.
there's
But
interesting
she's
stuff.
trying to get her body back.
Right. I think if you spend a little, it depends on how much time you spend on it. If you start with the premise of her being like pretending to be like a person, you know, being like a chatbot while she rebuilds her body,
Yeah.
you know,
It's like Chucky.
but like doing social engineering stuff, you know, like turning her friends against her by like, you know,
Yeah.
manipulating like what. I mean,
Oh, the thing is,
depending
Julian,
on-
you're making it too smart again.
what?
Do you know who's doing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Shane-
Five Nights at Freddy.
Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know
what?
who made fucking M3GAN?
Blumhouse.
Okay.
Blumhouse.
They're not going to
boy.
cross over that.
Oh,
You don't know.
Five Nights at M3GAN's. That's where I want to be.
Think about it. Who likes M3GAN more than TikTokers? Who likes Five Nights at Freddy's more than TikTokers?
Probably the guys
Furries?
who made M3GAN and have a vision.
Shut your mouth, bitch.
Who likes Freddy Fazbear more than TikTokers? Children. Like, what? This is such a wide net you're casting.
I'm sorry. You just said the same demographic
Mandy, I'm
twice.
sorry, but I have to tell you this. The kids who liked Five Nights at Freddy,
They're on
the kids
TikTok
who liked
now.
Five Nights at Freddy's have cell phones now, and they are posting online and watching your
They've
videos
always
and
had
saying
cell
they're
phones.
cool. They have cell phones now.
They're looking up feet on Google and they don't understand.
Five Night Freddy runs at me and scream, and he has cell phone in
The
left
kids
hand.
who were into Five Nights at Freddy's, that was like 5 years ago. They're all like 17 and 18 now.
The thing is, like, Julian actually came up with made me think a really interesting idea for a M3GAN sequel, which they can't do, which is that she's lost her body and she does all of her horrible shit purely through social media and like social engineering shit. But then you go, where's the spooky doll?
No, but you can do that though. No. You can make that
Well, that's
work.
why I said smart house, because if M3GAN is outside of and can control smart objects, you just make an evil smart house movie.
Well, not even just that. All you have to do is make this part of a movie that leads in and tie it around with the script to like make it so that she is socially engineering people against each other and fucking with them so that their house kills them with the end goal of building a new body. You can
should
have
put
her just
all of your money in
be-
MegCoin.
You put all your
like-
money in MegCoin, but not MegCoin, the Family Guy crypto.
Yeah.
MegCoin.
MegCoin. I want MegCoin to pump and dump
Just
everybody.
like you can just have Act 1 be about that. Like you don't have to spend the whole movie exploring that idea. Like, but you can have aspects of it. Even when she has her body back, she still needs to lure people into places, and she can use the house and the bots like that tell them things like to distract them or to lure them places.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like there's a lot you can do
but
with
I
that.
want to see M3GAN fight Michael Myers.
Exactly.
See, I just
True.
when it comes
Bitch.
to a sequel, is I just want to see. Like, I understand the like themes and the wanting to see the body rebuilt and like the comeback story of the century with M3GAN 2.0. And also, since it's called M3GAN 2.0, you can infer that they're probably going to go somewhere along that route for the first like arc of the movie. Not the entire movie, mind you, but like the first arc of the movie. But I still just want to see a bunch of junky M3GAN like bootlegs coming out of the walls.
Yeah.
Like the trashy part of me is like, the smart part of me is like smoking a corncob pipe and saying, yes, Julian, indeed. Yes, shallow and pedantic. Yes. And then the trashy part of me that comes right out of the trailer park is like, dude, I want to see the most
That's
fucked
what I'm
up
saying.
M3GAN
Brendan,
Cronenberg creation.
I know exactly what you want to see.
I
You
wanna
want
see
to
the
see the
two-headed
Barbies
man.
from Small Soldiers.
Yes,
It's the Barbies from Small Soldiers with M3GAN.
Turn around and
Oh my
say,
God.
who are you? And then out from the shadows, you hear, my name is Archer, leader of the Gorgonites.
Yes.
Greetings, Alan. Now shut up. I am Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites.
I would fucking shit myself. I want to see that so bad.
I want it to be just small soldiers. Yes, you knew exactly what the fuck I was thinking about.
Yeah, I was saying the fucked up Barbie little like monsters. Yeah.
Dude, fuck M3GAN. Small Soldiers, it needs to have a fucking reboot.
We don't need a reboot. Just do another one.
No, it needs one. It
No,
needs
just do a sequel.
No,
Just do
because
a
they-
true
Actually, it
Yeah.
needs a reboot. A reboot sequel. A
No, because in
requel.
the end they're like, hey, there's some terrorists in South America who are gonna love these toys. I want to see that.
Oh my God.
How do they use the small soldiers?
All I want to see personally,
And then they come
is
back
in the
to America
sequel,
after the
Sergeant,
fact.
what is it? God, what Sergeant Chip
Chip,
Hazard?
yeah.
Sergeant
Chip Hazard.
is being presented. He's a toy being presented by the United States President, a Medal of Honor for killing Osama bin Laden.
That would go so hard.
Oh my God. SEAL Team
Imagine
6
if
let Chip
that's how they
Hazard
got
into the
him.
house.
President Barack Obama comes out of the shadows. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And then a little toy jumps up on his fucking shoulder and says, "That's right, soldier. I got him."
Oh my God, that would go so hard. I would love
Let's have
that.
Chip Hazard fight M3GAN.
Fuck. Dude, just bring back Small Soldiers. Small Soldiers
Don't
2.0.
have Chip Hazard. You can need the Gorgonites and Archer. They need to come off their little island and
No,
come
they're
out.
Fuck you. We need Chip. I want Chip.
They
Chip
went
will
looking
come
for
back.
Gorgon. They went on their
I
little
want
boat.
Chip to have like
A spider
whole-
body.
Oh my God.
I want Chip to have the spider body like the doll head from Toy Story.
You want like Darth Maul Chip Hazard. We
I
have
want
spider
Darth
legs.
Maul Chip Hazard with the spider legs. Yeah.
This just becomes fucking Full Moon Pictures' fucking demonic toys.
We're turning every movie
Oh
into
my
Puppet
God.
Master.
Small Soldiers versus Puppet Master. Oh my God. It's Nazis versus the whatever the fuck that thing is.
The Gorgonites?
Gorgonites.
The Commando Elite. It was Commando Elite versus the Gorgonites. Were they called the Commando Elite? Was it that generic? I thought they had like a different name, like Eagle Force or something, but it might have just been the Commando Elite.
I can't remember.
was the
It's been
Commando
so
Elite, yeah.
long.
Because David Cross wanted
Commando
the Gorgonites to be
Elite,
like
yeah.
shitty educational things. Like they teach kids about numbers and stuff. And the suit guy's like, no, have the commandos blow him up.
Funny movie.
I think I'd like to see explored in M3GAN the knockoffs angle, because I feel like that's kind of what they're building towards.
That would be interesting.
And that's kind of also what I want to see out of like a horror sequel, is instead of like it being nuanced or like really kind of exploring the themes of shit, I really want to see a Blumhouse movie just go whole hog with a sequel, double the budget, and then get everything fucking wacko crazy.
Have her fight Gabriel.
I'm gonna be honest. You just said like every Blumhouse movie.
But picture
sequel.
this. I'm gonna sell you on a scene. I'm gonna sell you on a scene.
But like the Purge sequels are literally what you just said.
Exactly. But let me sell you on a scene for M3GAN 2.
Okay. I'm closing my eyes.
There's a shopping mall scene. It's about halfway to 3/4. It's before the final confrontation, but it leads into the final confrontation.
Is there a Foot Locker?
There's a Foot Locker because they're in a mall.
Okay.
There's a Foot Locker. They're in a mall, and they're like basically on the run from M3GAN, regardless of whether or not she's outside of the electronic sphere, regardless of whether or not she's chasing them with a real body. They get to the mall, and there's a gigantic display, and the display is for the M3GAN knockoff, or just for M3GAN if the company decides to pick it back up, and that's the plot line or thoroughfare of the movie.
Would they like sell M3GAN knockoff? I mean, because okay,
but listen,
M3GAN is $10,000 in this movie, right?
But the perpetual pets they sold for cheaper. That was the big point of it. So
yeah, this was was supposed to be like an elite childcare robot. It wasn't
because
just
he sent
a toy.
the files off. They find a way to make a cheaper M3GAN.
Don't they like make it a point that it is still a toy no matter what?
No, they're like, oh, it's going to be the next big thing. They seem to be hyping it up as more of a toy, as more than a toy, but the meeting never happens because, you know.
Okay, I see.
Okay, they get into the mall and there's this big display, right? For the M3GAN bootleg, they have made a 10-foot tall M3GAN in the middle of the mall.
Oh my God, wait, I know where we're going.
And then
I love
M3GAN, they get away and they're like, thank goodness we're safe. And then they look up and they see the display, and then the display creaks and you hear wires creaking and everything. And the giant M3GAN looks down and the eyes turn red and then it starts moving.
What does she say? Wait, what's her line?
It's M3GAN time.
Fuck it.
No fucking way.
Actually, no, if they do have a Malignant crossover, they can both control electricity to a degree.
Yeah, but the thing about the Malignant crossover is like it'd be fun, but Gabriel can just straight up control electricity, so he could just burn out her servos.
No, but M3GAN could be like, I control electricity too because I'm on the web.
Right.
It doesn't need to make sense. It needs.
They make it Hackerman, and they're just having like a fucking Harry Potter beam fight.
All she needs to do is she needs to know about Gabriel ahead of time.
Yeah,
and then just
how much prep time does M3GAN
electric
have?
Shielding inside her.
How can you repel my attacks?
It depends.
I looked you up.
M3GAN has as much time as it takes for Gabriel to drive from, where was he?
He jumped out the window. I think they're also on the West Coast. In that
oh my
movie.
God, then she's fucked.
It's just how much.
And at the very beginning of the movie, you were like,
have?
"Look, it looks like the Gabriel Castle," even though it was.
I did say that, yeah.
Well,
But
they'll
I
have like
might
this
have been
horrible
wrong.
panning shot where they revealed that it was the Gabriel Castle, and it was just from a really fucking weird angle, and it was next to a cliff by the sea and the ski lodge. It's a very dense area there.
There will never be a Blumhouse cinematic universe because there was no after credit scene in M3GAN.
They got pretty close to doing the Insidious and Sinister crossover.
Yeah.
They still might. Conjuring.
I'm holding off. I'm holding off.
Conjureverse.
Yeah.
I need it to happen.
Get their Crooked Man movie.
If anything,
God.
I'm holding off for a Blumhouse versus Skinamarink, where they just beat the shit out of the director.
Did you run into him like the Skinamarink director a while ago?
I'm not even kidding. I did, yeah. I went
I
to.
thought you were kidding.
No, he ran to the Skinamarink director.
That was not a joke. I was shitting myself. And
the person I know who
screaming.
hates Skinamarink the most ran into the director because, of course, it'd be him.
I was in Edmonton and I was hanging out with some friends, and we were at an Indian restaurant, and we got out. We started walking out towards a bar. I can't remember. It was a brewery, actually, a microbrewery. As we were going there, I just see this dude that looks exactly like Kyle Edward Ball, who is the director for Skinamarink. He had a big old thing of it was like a 24 pack of Coke Zero and a paper brown bag. And he was just walking towards the restaurant where we were eating, and he actually stopped by there, so I think he got food there. And I just remember like being just flabbergasted, just looking at my friend being like, was that, you know, was that him? Was that the fucking Skinamarink dude? And then he looked at me and was like, dude, yes, it fucking was.
Oh
And
my
we were
God.
both like, dude,
You almost got Skinamarinked.
I was safe because he
Almost
didn't
ended
know
up like
I
Joe
hate.
Biden.
He didn't know
He
they hated
he
the
didn't
movie.
know I was. Yeah, he didn't know I was who I was. If he had known, I would have been skimmer-ranked.
It's me, your biggest hater.
I hope fucking Megan gets skimmer-ranked.
Megan gonna rip through the
Skimming.
walls of the house. It ain't even gonna matter. You can take the doors and windows
then
away.
she's gonna be
She's
in the
busting
fuck-
out.
But then she's gonna be in the fucked up void. You gotta beat the demon to get out.
She will persist throughout all time.
Either way, all I'm saying is Kyle Edward Ball is lucky.
Megan related discussion. This movie had a lot less like kills than I thought it would going in.
It does,
You
yeah.
expect like Child's Play, sort of like when you hear, oh, it's evil doll movie, you think there's gonna be a high body count. Not really.
It's not as much. It's not as much.
I mean, I get their neighbor woman,
Neighbor one,
child,
Brandon,
dog, I guess,
dog,
Company
and then-
Man 1, Company Man 2, so
That's
5.
Yeah. I really was the scene that I had seen in this movie was the TikTok dance scene, and I really thought that led into her picking up like the cleaver. I really thought we were going
just
to get
going
like
nuts.
people running away and
Oh,
her going
you
nuts
thought it
on
was gonna be like fucking. Like,
I thought it was going to be like Old
Rampage.
Boy, like a hallway animated Old Boy scene where it's a one-shot action scene
Oh
of Megan
my
slaughtering
god!
office
I want to
workers.
see that so bad now.
It's the
Fuck.
cabin in the woods hallway, but just Megan.
Oh,
Yes.
dude. Next, I mean, sequel time. You know what they say? Bigger body count for a sequel. Pretty much.
Oh, there's no
always.
way Megan doesn't kill a bunch more people in the sequel.
Yeah.
There's no way.
They're gonna have to amp it
The
up.
sequel's either going to be a gore fest or very weird.
I think they're gonna amp it up over going weird with it because people love the
Yeah.
dance so much. They're gonna make her like, they're gonna make it way more silly, which I am
Yeah.
fine with.
I mean, you can go as silly as you want. I just hope that they don't entirely just drop the interesting, social commentary aspects, because I don't see anyone else actively talking about that exact concern that this brings up. And it's something I want to see discussed more in media.
Yeah, it's because the doll kills people. Ding dong.
Oh.
You're so stupid.
I just love the concept
I'll
of
kill
her
you.
for children. It's such a fucking funny sentence. I want my movie to
And
be
yet-
her for children.
I just want World War level Z's of Megan's attacking like cities.
I want Megan
yet
to
it's
behave as a
true.
liquid.
It
I
like
want
Grey
Megan to
Goo,
go
Grey
woke.
Goo Megan.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, Grey
Grey
Goo
Guggen.
Megan would be nuts. Grugan. Grugan. I want to see Grugan so bad.
What was it? Was it one of the Child's Play movies where like Chucky was going to try to put a piece of himself in like 1 billion of the dolls?
That's
as
the
like
first one, I think. Actually,
that was supposed to be in Chucky 2.
Was
yeah,
it?
where he was going to
Yeah.
put himself in every doll.
Child's Play 2.
Oh, I thought it was one. Yeah, because he goes to the factory and tries to like copy himself.
Yeah, and
Lightning.
then his blood like goes like
Who
in the big
cares?
vat. It doesn't.
Child's
It's fucking
It's Child's Play.
Technically, it happened with a Child's Play TV series, so like whatever. By the way, good TV. I have a feeling that we are very different, like watchers of movies and consumer of movie. You and I, Julian. I look at a movie, I'm like, this is awesome. The doll be killing bitches, and you're be like, what is the social aspect?
No,
Well, no,
David,
this one actually had one.
No, David.
It did have
this
one.
actually has the social aspect it wants you to be thinking about. And
I
so
know,
I
but the
engaged
first
with
thing
it.
It's because the only
But the
movies
first
that was
thing I
fucking
think about-
I
malignant.
watched Malignant and I didn't have anything to read into, and so I engaged with
nothing
it.
to read into.
David, you are simply what you're observing. What you're observing
Malignant
is
is
me
literally
engaging
about-
with media the way it wants me to
Yeah.
engage with it.
No, Malignant be like, what if cancer is bad?
You know
You know
I
what?
never
I'll give
thought
that
of
to him. I'll give that to him.
Yeah, I mean, when
couldn't
you're right,
even
you're
say
right.
anything.
See,
He's right.
MVP2 is about like, what if the monkey had a skateboard? Fuck
Getting
you,
Boss
man.
Baby vibes.
You
from
can
this
do
one.
both. You can enjoy a movie's silliness and also think about what it's trying to say. I like to do both. The trouble is that I enjoyed M3GAN more as a commentary than I did as a movie. I said this earlier, but I thought it was fun, but I did not enjoy it anywhere near as much as, say, in fucking Malignant.
Oh shit, Julian.
So what I fell back on was the part that I found more interesting, which is what they were trying to say.
So then, Julian, do you think that M3GAN is art or cool?
Absolutely art. Are you kidding me?
Okay, you do pick art over cool.
If it was cooler, then I would say cool, but I think it's more art than it is cool.
You know what's crazy about you saying that is I know for a fact so many people would disagree with you because people fucking hate M3GAN.
Well, people are fucking dumb and lame.
Dude,
and I'm sure they have good reasons for hating it, and I would love to hear those thoughts.
Is it just because of the TikTok dance? Like what?
Yes. I mean, that, and also, from what I can tell, people are saying that
you shouldn't let a fan base ruin things for you, but it's also a very valid feeling to have.
I would like to know what people think that put them off this movie that does not have anything to do with TikTok.
Yeah, I had no idea about any of this.
From what I can tell, a lot of people have trouble with it being like a copy of Child's Play, and also,
but it's
like,
really not.
It's really not, and also a lot of people are saying it's corny. A lot of people say it's corny, and I'm not gonna lie. It is corny. It's
of course, it's
corny,
a fucking robot child.
It's a robot
doll movie.
child.
Of course,
what
it's
the
corny.
Fuck do you
it knows
expect,
what it is.
You know?
It's a robot child that sings and then kills people with office equipment.
Child's Play is a weird thing to call a ripoff, though, because the whole thing of that, it's like they think it's a. He's like, help! It's every like haunting movie. Help! The doll's alive. No, it's not.
I don't know. I'm worried we're inventing people to get mad at right now. So
is it people getting angry at Child's Play or the newer Chucky where he is a robot doll?
Oh yeah, he does become like a maybe. That is fair.
I mean, even then, it's a very shallow observation. It's just like, oh, you know, this is a robot doll also.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Literally everything. I was looking at reviews earlier, and now that I look at them, a lot of them are just like, oh, it was very tame. I had more fun with the Child's Play remake, which is like,
that shit's bonkers.
That's very telling. I mean, if you like the Child's Play remake more than this, no offense, but like, Jesus,
I haven't seen the remakes. I can't comment on it.
It's got Mark Hamill in it.
Bad.
I don't know.
I mean, if you went in expecting killer doll movie and you got that, yeah, it is going to be tamer because, like Julian said, they're going for something a little more than just it's a doll that gets you.
They're trying to check a lot of boxes with this movie.
Yeah,
it is surprising how much. I mean, I don't know. There's
the thing though, when you do both, like you can do both, but it makes it tricky.
Both, people will focus more on one or the other.
I mean, I think that's a lot. I think
they struck a good balance. I think,
but it doesn't work for everybody. That's
the genius of James Wan and Akilah Cooper. They are just writers that are able to balance drama, actual good themes, and horror like camp. They're really good at it.
Season 5, episode 10 of The X-Files.
Oh, did you find it?
Season 5, episode 10.
What's it about?
A haunted doll.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to, I don't know. I would like to hear more of what people have to say, both positive and negative, but it's hard to get a census off of that just by scrolling through reviews on Google or fucking Rotten Tomatoes or whatever the hell.
It's the same bit. It's the same bit. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but it's okay. The Malignant thing. It's exactly the same bit. The two episodes. Season 5, episode 10 of X-Files is about a haunted doll. Season 5, episode 11 is about investigating an artificial intelligence program loose on the internet that's evolving on its own.
God damn it.
Okay.
You need to explain the Malignant thing for people, though, because they don't know.
Yeah, because we talked about it on the commentary, not on this.
So, Malignant is written by James Wan and his wife, correct?
Yes.
I have a theory. I was watching the X-Files again, and there were 2 episodes back to back. So it was an episode in season 2, I believe, called Humbug. And then following that episode is that's season 2, episode 20, Humbug. And it's about this killer in a Florida town inhabited by sideshow performers. And one of them is a guy with a conjoined twin. And that's the killer. The conjoined twin leaves his body and goes and kills people to try to find a new home and then goes back into him, which is the connection to Gabriel, who is a not Siamese twin. Sorry, apologies.
Tumor twin, ding
tumor
dong.
twin or conjoined twin at the back of the head of the main character of Malignant, who kills people. The next episode of the X-Files, episode 21, is about a twin who is his twin brother is killing people and manifesting inside of him. So basically both episodes back to back, if you push them together and watch them really high, they form the basis of Malignant. These episodes are about a haunted doll, and then following that, a killer AI. Pushing those episodes together form the basis for M3GAN.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
So what I'm saying is the writers of Malignant and the writers of M3GAN just watched the X-Files really goddamn high.
Dude, I feel like we're gonna have to go through like. Is
Wait
there
for
an
the next James
X-File?
Bond movie and then see the
Insidious?
X-File episodes?
I mean, Insidious, Annabelle. Oh,
but those are all
fuck.
just like pretty conventional haunting movies, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the X-Files has multiple episodes on ghosts and the paranormal, so
Yeah,
it's more than likely a really wild coincidence.
A
but
boomer Darth Maul? I don't think so.
well, actually, yes, it's played by. It's not Matthew Lillard. Fuck, what's the boomer Darth Maul in that
Ray
episode?
Park? No,
What?
Oh, it's played by Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. He's a demon.
What?
He's a demon who has sex with people.
But that's not Boomer Darth Maul.
But he kind of looks like evil at the end of
Looks
it.
evil. Good enough. I'll buy it.
Look, one
Fine.
second. You tell me this isn't like Boomer Darth Maul analog. Like he
You know
saw
what?
this. Look at the picture. Let me tell you, James Wan didn't watch that high and thought of Insidious straight up.
I'm starting to think like James Wan might be, you know.
I've stumbled upon the greatest conspiracy in horror movies.
Actually, though, because James Wan is the biggest one, like the biggest director, screenplay, writer, whatever. Either way, like we were saying, Julian, you think it's cool? Do you have anything else to add?
Not really. I wish they explored themes more. I thought it was fun and
Oh my
fine.
god, whatever. Brendan, no, I'm sorry, that was me. Brendan,
What do I think of this movie?
art or cool?
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. She did a TikTok dance and I clapped my hands really hard and shit a little.
I do have to lean harder on it being cool as well.
I also lean harder
I would have
on
liked
cool
art, but I think it is more cool.
It's the camp. I feel like the camp works for me more than the themes. Like, I get the themes. I'm happy that they're explored in a movie because horror is really good at exploring themes that are more difficult for normal movies to tackle because they're kind of, you can get silly with it. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, you
they
can
had
go
a good
like
balance.
really hard. Yeah.
Like Gabriel is definitely wins as far as if it was a meter, Gabriel definitely wins on cool, but it had
Oh yeah.
like the cool meter was insane. But this is like it was borderline art and cool. Hard to pick.
But I only say it's art because I engage with it with the art more than the cool. Whereas it's the polar opposite with Gabe.
There's no art to engage with Gabe as far as
and that's great.
the theme is cancer's
The
bad.
theme is Gabriel's fucking crazy, bro.
No, it's toxic relationships. Like, what if your tumor was not nice to you?
Yeah, that's true.
What if your tumor was
What if it
rude?
called you on the phone and said you were shit.
I said this in the commentary, but I was baffled by. I think I would engage with the themes more and lean more art if they explored more of the grief with the aunt, whereas they just hand wave it and be like, "Oh, she's estranged now; she has to deal with this kid." And I feel like,
Oh, you mean like between
like her,
the aunts?
the aunt,
Okay,
and like her
'cause
sibling who
they-
died, who was the parent.
They definitely do not, because one thing is that they definitely do not make it like it's nothing.
And like, yeah, they don't make it like it's nothing, but they don't. It's not really something that like stops her from going to work, or like she doesn't really engage fully with the grief of the loss of a sibling. And I feel like if it explored, if that had more depth, I feel like I would engage with the art side of this more. Overall, regarding the art side of it, I feel like I would rather see these themes explored in a less Blumhousey movie.
I just wish it was the Babadook.
Shut up.
Woo! Thanks for listening. This episode would not be possible without the help from our patrons such as Alan Diver, Bier, Boopulu, Brain Soup, Caffeine Addicted Chemist, Cheese Dreams, Chris Chapman, Christian B, Dasul Burt, Dreams of Ice, Dubiology, Ducky Madness, DX Studios, Eric Scott Gillies, Ethereal, Fang Jade, Generic Phoenix, Handsome Destiny, Hater 115, It's Ducktastic, Jeff Smith, John Requires Lasagna, Leo the Geotech, Loudon Woodworth, Mr. Shirt, Random Diamonds, Rid Schwartz, Samuel Nothing Worth Mentioning, Shantanu Bhatia, Smeet Mano, Snake Asylum, Spherical Nathan, Teague, The Frost Ace, The Snaxolotl, Winnie Rab, Will 9455, and Winchester Curse. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pondering Spooky Tapes, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.